come to Goole. We were just down the road from Goole, so we thought we'd pop into Goole. We've come to Goole Docks, and we've come to the old docks. Now, before Hull stole the throne of being the northeast premier dock, which is Hull. We all know about Hull Docks. We all get on P&O ferries and we all go to Amsterdam right from Hull Docks. Before that come along, Goole Docks is where it all used to happen, this hub. And what it is about Goole Docks, it's got very good access to canal system, and most of the inland waterways would have terminated at Goole. Right, so obviously the rivers turns into estuaries, and obviously canals follow rivers, and when we get to Goole, the rivers start to become tidal. So the canals haven't got the natural support of a river at the side of them. So what generally used to happen when they were building the actual canal network is a lot of the actual canals terminated at Goole. Hence the word Goole Docks. Boats used to come from the sea and come inland to Goole, and then the goods used to get took off the seafaring boats and put onto inland boats. And then what used to happen then, either through the use of canals, road or rail, used to get shipped inland. So that's why Goole was so important, because the simple fact is the canals, up until the invention of the railway and the fact of being able to transport bulk items to the actual coast, the only way you were going to transport anything, if you had a lot of it, i.e. coal or wood or whatever, any bulk items, if you wanted to transport it back in the 1800s, for instance, you'd do it pre-railway area, you'd do it by canal, right? So Goole were particularly important in the north of England, right? Goole were massively important because the simple fact is where the canals met the seafaring boat. So Goole is actually was the old Goole Docks were quite particularly important. So what we're going to do now and call Colin The Head's world of everything is we're going to walk around Goole Docks, and we're going to have a look at this estuary inland waterway interface that is Goole Docks. Now over there we've got a nice tidal estuary. Now to over here, if you just follow me over here, obviously it's empty and it's draining. Just over here we've got the canal system, and notice how full it is compared to the actual estuary itself. And obviously it's an inland waterway, and it will stay at that level all the time. It won't rise and fall. It's not tidal, and at the moment it's derelict. It's the old Goole Docks, but that is the inland canal system, and that was the niche of the Goole Docks. The fact that the canal system and the sea-going craft could come together, and goods could be transferred from one vessel to another vessel and then to its destination. Hence the importance of Goole Docks. So if you take a look behind me, we've got what is a derelict dock at side of an estuary, and the reason why Goole Docks has become so derelict is because the rise of the actual nearby Hull Alexandra docks, and obviously the inland and the decline in the need for the use of the canal system, and obviously the upcoming road system, which has left Goole Docks in a serious state of disrepair, as we can see behind me. It's in a serious state of disrepair, and you know, the need for these docks anymore isn't really much used. I mean, if I look around me, there's a lot of disused derelict warehouses and derelict infrastructure. Really, the place is quite derelict and depressing, if you want to know the truth. But it's all because of the upcoming nearby Alexandra docks and better road transport connections. So really, to be fair, remember we're in the old Goole Docks here. These are the old docks. We're not in the new docks, we're in the old docks. So the old docks is quite an old derelict place to come. I mean, in its heyday, I mean, this has been a really busy dock. I mean, there's been boats pulling up and people working here, and there's been a hive of activity, a hive of thriving activity, industrial environment. But now today you come and it's just derelict. You know, we've got empty quays, empty docks, no boats here. Plenty of waterways and infrastructure that's left behind, but we've got no actual physical activity. I mean, if we just take a look at some of these buildings that are outside of these here docks, you know, they're in a dismal this state of repair. You know, and it's just a derelict sort of environment. There's not much happening at Goole Docks anymore. Not much at all. Right, so we've come to Caldaire Terminal here in Goole. Now, the Caldaire Terminal is literally where the Caldaire Heavy Navigation System, inland waterway system, terminates at Goole, and that's where it terminates. So this is where we are at present. We're at the Caldaire Terminal, and the reason why it's called that is because the River Calder and the River Aire and the Caldaire Heavy Navigation, Air Calder Navigation as we know it in our area, actually terminated here at Goole Docks. So in this part of the world, swing bridges are actually quite common. As you can see behind me, we've got a swing bridge here. So in Goole, swing bridges are actually incorporated into the main road infrastructure. So we've got another really good example here of another swing bridge along with the actual boat ferry bridge. So we've got two swing bridges in the area, and I think there's one in that direction as well. There's another swing bridge that we need to take a look at later on, just over that wall. So swing bridges actually do play part in the actual Goole's actual road infrastructure. And here we have another example of one. Right, so as you can see, we're here in Goole on this bridge at this dock, and we've got a vessel versing behind us. Obviously, I don't know what the vessel's actually doing, but it's using the inland waterway system at the moment. We're over the inland waterway system, and this is the terminus of the actual canal system which fed along the country, all the way from up the Pennines, through Wakefield, through Ferry Bridge, through Whitley, past Egborough Dracks, and obviously terminated at Goole. And we've got a pleasure craft here today just passing underneath us as we speak. You see a pleasure craft full of people using the Goole Docks as we speak. So there they go, on the merry way. The whole industry in this area has been replaced, right? There's no industry left, right? Obviously we're at the Caldaire Terminal, and obviously the main stock that would have gone through the Caldaire Terminal would have been coal, for the coal-fired power stations such as Egborough Dracks. But obviously because we don't transport coal on barges no more, and we don't have the need to transport that bulk items, the docks have become redundant. And mainly today the Caldaire Terminal is the home of the Waterways Museum, so it's been replaced by tourism. So the main people that really visit the Caldaire Terminal here at Goole Old Docks are tourists, and they solely come for the sole purpose to come to the Waterway Museum. So the industry has been replaced by tourism, and that's the main industry here at the Caldaire Terminal here down at Goole. Colin The Head world of everything.